Look, I've always been a believer, but I wouldn't say, there's a certain pastor, Robert Jeffress, and I didn't know, his name is Robert Jeffress, nice guy from Texas. And he said, Trump may not be the best Christian of all, but he's the only one going to take us to the promised land because he's the best leader and he's the toughest guy and he's going to be able to get us through this crazy life. And he was a big supporter. Now I have unbelievable evangelical and Christian support because I've done a great job for them and we're together. But he said he may not know the Bible quite as well as other people are supposed to. But, he also did something. They picked Ronald Reagan over Jimmy Carter a long time ago. They said he wasn't quite as religious, but he's the guy that's going to get the job done. And I did a great job with a lot of things having to do with saving religion, because these people want to put religion out of business. These people are, they go crazy when I say the enemy from within. And I said, look, we have China, we have Russia, we have Kim Jong-un of North Korea, we have a lot of people out there. But if you have a smart president, I had a great relationship with President Xi until the China virus came in, and that was a bridge too far, but we'll have a very good relationship. And there's reasons for them to want to like us, there's big reasons, but if you have a smart president that kind of smart, meaning with people, if you have a smart president, somebody that knows what's happening, you're going to be fine. But we do have an enemy from within. We have some very bad people. And those people are also very dangerous. They would like to take down our country. They'd like to have our country be a nice communist country or a fascist in any way they can. And we have to be careful of that. But they're the greatest con artists in the world, because as soon as I said an enemy from within, they said, oh, he wants it. Oh, he's saying an enemy from within. These are sick puppies, I'm telling you.
Well, I gotta say, just objectively, I noticed that the second you left and Biden came in, we didn't have any more Antifa riots, which makes me wonder if, how is Antifa not the militia of the Democratic Party?
Yeah, but you did have a lot of riots, and you have a lot of people being hurt in a different way. You have a lot of people being hurt very, very badly. We stopped. We had a period of time when they wanted to tear down statues.
Yeah.
And, they thought the statue of Abraham Lincoln should be ripped down immediately, and a couple of others. And we stopped them. I signed an old bill that was old and dusty. It was like 1910, the United Statues Act of 1910. It said that if you tear down a statue, or even get near it, if you don't want it, if up to the president, you go to jail for 10 years. And when they started getting a little bit frisky, I took that old dusty statue, hadn't been used in a long time, we took it out, and they were getting a little wild. You remember that period of time? And I said, I had a little news conference, and I said, anybody that touches a statue, they were going to rip down Andrew Johnson, they were going to rip down Andrew Jackson, and the rope was already on them, and I saw what was going on, and I signed that thing, and I had a news conference. I said, anybody that touches a statue, if you touch the statue, you go into jail for 10 years with no parole, no early getting out. And I looked, because there was a little discord in Washington. I looked at those people from the back, and I saw those people. I saw about 1,000 asses. They were facing me as they headed out of town. They were heading out of town, and we never heard from them again. Until recently, when you had, about 2 months ago, you had some horrible riots in Washington, D.C., where they took spray paint and they sprayed the limestone lions, and they burned the American flags badly. And, I'd like to see anybody that burns the American flag 1 year in jail. I really believe that.
You mentioned the enemy within.